Hi guys, it's Peter and welcome to the channel, and today we're making another episode about my Atari 65XE. Now it's up and running the way it should be. If you saw my previous video, I did have a big issue with color and video quality. It did look like crap, all over colors and some weird interference. Now it's working the way it should be, and I really like it. Well, it turns that what was happened, it turns that my video cable was, it's kind of funny, because when I built it, I didn't have a power supply at the time, and I didn't have any way to kind of test it. And plus, when I built this cable, I was building for different monitor, not for this LCD monitor. I do have a Commodore, I forgot what's it's a CRT monitor with Chroma and Luma output, and pretty much my C64 is connected to that monitor with that style. And this cable, when I build it, even I did go same colors. Well, before I didn't have those labels. I mean red, white, yellow. And when I tested in the previous video, I forgot this video cable is not a V cable composite. It's a video first generation style. But my CRT monitor right now is out of commission, needs some repairs, and that's what when I plug this Atari to this screen monitor, it looked like crap because I was using the wrong cable. Pretty much I was supplying the wrong signal to what that monitor can do. Also, this monitor has a video out connector. It's in the back. And to be able to use this monitor on all my retro computers, which has Chroma and Luma output, now I made a connector for pretty much Chroma, Luma, S-Video, and pretty much all my cables what it using Chroma, Luma. Now I did put it labels. Pretty much I will know it's what cable is. All around, actually, I like that system. Let me plug it back, and especially that flash cartridge. It's really awesome. It's a 8-bit, 8 pico cartridge. Yeah. Also, I did slightly modify it. I added few rubber foot pads. They are like 3 millimeters high. It's really helpful because when you plug it in, now foot pads on a system and foot pad on a cartridge is the same height. Before, when you plug it in, the cartridge kind of hanging in the air, and you have to use it reset button to reset cartridge every time when you want to play different game. Pretty much by adding those foot pads, you're not applying extra wear and tear on a cartridge slot on the system itself, and also on a cartridge connection over here. Quite smart. And like I said, it works really good. It can hold quite few games. There's a bunch of games it did come. And look at the picture quality right now. It's really amazing. It's exactly what it's meant to be back 30 years ago. Yeah, nice crisp video. It looks really awesome. I love it. Also, to reset to main menu, you push the reset button on the cartridge and reset button on the system, and that's gonna bring it back to main menu. Yeah, I love it, and I love it. This Atari. I also have Atari 400. As well in my possession, but somehow maybe because this one has a more modern style design. Plus the beige color instead of coffee milky color. I like that one better than 400. Power-wise, it's the same system, I believe. It's they both 8-bit. RAM, this one has 64, 400. I believe it has much less, which this mean this guy capable play more games. Eventually, maybe I'd like to upgrade it. I was gonna double check to see how much RAM upgrade for this system will cost me, and how easy to upgrade it. But yeah, but all around, like I said, it's pretty good. I mean, I love it. I love it, guys. Well, pretty much that's all I got for this video. I hope it was kind of interesting and enjoyable. I hope you guys did enjoy it as much as I do playing this Atari 65 XE. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.